Squint Squad, what is good, y'all? You already know who it is. It's me, it's your boy Squintz, and yo, we're back with another story time. And today, I'm gonna be telling you guys about the first time I ever got locked up. You know, I was never like locked up in like jail, but I did have my run-in with the police. I had several run-ins with the police growing up, but this particular time, I had the cuffs put on me, you know, for the first time ever. And it was different, you know. I mean, you know, I always had my run-ins with the police where, you know, they stop you, ask you where you're going. You know, I've been searched, my car's been searched. But this particular time, I forget the year it happened, but I do remember it was January 1st. So right into the new year, the next morning, I decided, you know, I spend New Year's with my family. So January 1st, I was gonna go make my rounds, you know, to all my friends, you know, go to their house, tell their parents, Happy New Year, you know, just see what they're getting into for the new year, you know, hear everyone's resolution, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so my journey started. My boy, Chris, you know, Valere, they say. He came by my house January 1st. It was probably like early afternoon. It was actually morning time, like 11 o'clock. You know, he came to my crib and god damn this fucking dog. Yo, this dog that's behind me, just like, I don't know what their owners do. I think the owner just wakes up and just sends him outside, and he just spends all day barking. Sometimes it goes on to about 8, 9 o'clock at night, and this dog is like, no one's doing anything to this dog. It's just barking. But, so I don't get sidetracked, let's get back on the story. So he comes to my house, you know, at this time I smoked. You know, I smoked a whole lot. He came to the house. So we was like, oh, we're gonna go see my boy Justin. We're gonna go to Francis' house. We're gonna go see Justin. You know, so he was like, cool. So we smoked a couple blunts at my house. And then me, if you know me, when it's time to go somewhere, I kind of take my time. Not that I purposely take my time, but it just takes me like really long to get ready. You know, it's like I got a shower, I got a lotion, and this, that, and the third. But this particular time, he waited. You know, I didn't take too long. You know, so I showered, got dressed after we smoked, so I'm not outside smelling like smoke or anything. So first thing we're gonna do is like, oh, we're going by Justin's house. You know, Justin smoked, so what do? We go get some weed. You know, so I think like we called like 2-3 people that didn't answer their phone. So we finally got through one of his boys. You know, we went to over there, we picked up the eighth. And at this time, eighths were like $50, you know. So I probably put like $30, $35. He put like $15, you know. And we got ourselves an eighth. From my house to about, it was like around Hillside area. I forget like exactly where, but from where my house was at the time to Hillside, it's about 15 minutes. You know, 10 minutes if you're driving fast. So we get there, you know, we meet up with Son. Son gives us the weed, you know, so cool. Chris, he has the weed. Now we get ready to go by Justin's house. So we're driving down Jamaica Avenue. We make that turn onto Liberty Avenue, you know, and for those, I'm pretty sure most of you don't know what Liberty Avenue is, but if you're from New York, if you're from Queens, you know where Liberty Avenue is. So we go down Liberty Avenue, you know, and then all of a sudden,
oh shit, here we go again.
I see sirens. I mean, not see sirens. I see the flashing lights, you know, behind me. You know, so I'm just driving and it's like, they're not going past me. They're like staying behind me. So I'm like, damn, they're for me, like I didn't even do shit. You know, so I pull over. Then I remember, yo, we got the weed. You know, Chris has the weed. At this time, like, he didn't know that the cops were behind us like right away. So me just panicking, I'm like, oh shit. When I look back at it, it was like really dumb that I did it. I said, I have an idea. Give me the weed. I'm like an idiot. Give me the weed. You know, and what I do, stuffed it, put it under my nuts, you know? So I'm thinking everything's cool. The cops pull over, you know, it's a rookie cop and a sergeant, because I know he was a sergeant, or he had the white shirt on, so I'm pretty sure he was up in rank. So the sergeant is on his side of the car. The rookie pulls up on my side of the car. So the windows roll down. He goes and he's like, oh, give him your ID. So I'm like, whoa, I'm looking at this guy like he didn't even say anything on my side. He tells me, like, he asked for my ID. So he didn't say what he pulled me over for, but it's like I'm nervous, I got weed on me. So I just give him my ID. So now Chris, he laughs every time I tell him about this, but he just starts going off.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Like, oh no, that's not right. Y'all messing with us because we black. He just got on his like civil rights stuff. So the whole time I'm like, Chris, shut up. Like, just shut up, please. Please just shut up. He's just going like, nah, they only mess with us because we young and we black. And I got weed on me. I'm not gonna say mad weed. The eighth is not that big, but I had weed on me. So he goes to the car and he runs my license or whatnot. So then he comes back to the car and he's like, I need you to step out the car. My heart, it just starts beating. I'm like, yo, for what? He's like, just step out the car. So he opens my door. So I'm like, all right, I get out and then he's like,
Pussies on the pavement, fellas, come on!
I'm waiting for thinking he's gonna like tell me what's the verdict, Soon as I step out the car, he slaps the cuffs on my wrist, like on one of them. Like, I'm much taller than this guy. So immediately I put my other hand in the air, and I'm like, whoa, and the sergeant, he's like, give him your other hand, give him your other hand. I'm like, no, you're gonna tell me, like, why are you pulling me over? Why are you putting me in cuffs? Like, let me know what's going on, and then, I'll comply. You're not just gonna, like, slap me in cuffs and then just take me down. Like, let me know what's going on. So it's like, now I'm just, like, moving I'm like this, and then my other hand is up in the air so he can't reach it. So then he's like, yo, just give him your hand and then we'll let you know what's going on. I give him my hand, because I got weed on me. I should have left it with Chris, but I didn't. I got my hand and he puts the cuffs on me. So he tells me that my license is suspended. So I'm like, for what? My license is not suspended. It doesn't expire until my birthday of, a couple years later. So he's like, no, you, it's something that, damn, it's like some safety driving thing. It's like you got to pay like $300, that I didn't pay. It's like I probably ignored it. So my license is suspended. So I'm like, damn, so he's like, we're gonna have to take you in, this, that, and the third. Is there someone that can like get the car? Like, first he wanted to leave my car there. Just take it. Chris, he was a little younger at the age. He wasn't, I think he was like 17 or something like that. So he didn't have his license. So they were gonna leave my car there. So I'm like, damn, they tell him to get out the car and tell him to leave, because once they asked him, could he drive? He said no. So they told him he had to get out the car and they was gonna leave my car right there. So it's like he began searching me before he puts me in the wagon. So I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do?
I have an idea.
So immediately, like, I just like press my nuts up against like the side of my car while he's searching me, just to hold the weed like right there. So he's searching me. He doesn't find, he searched my pockets, check my pants and stuff like that, and I'm clear to him. He's getting ready to put me in the car now. So like once he moves me off the car, the weed falls from under my nuts. And then it falls down my pants leg. So now it's sitting on like the like under in my pants, but on like the tongue of my sneaker. So I'm like, fuck. What am I gonna do? So it's like carefully I'm trying to like keep it there so it doesn't fall out. So now I get inside the car. It's like my hands are behind my back. I'm sitting in the car like this, and like the weed is in my pants. I'm trying to like wiggle it, like for it to fall out or something. Like, I don't know what I was doing at this point. So then he's like, oh, why are you doing all this moving? Like, while he's driving me to the precinct, why are you doing all this moving? And I'm like, yo, could I just like call my dad, like so somebody could come get the car? So he's like, all right, cool. So I call my dad. I tell him, like, yo, I'm going to the precinct, I need somebody to come get the car. So my dad's asking a bunch of questions, I'm like, I can't talk right now, but I just need somebody to get the car. It's on Liberty Avenue and Merrick Boulevard. That's the cross street. I was trying to think of it, I couldn't remember it, but it was on Merrick and Liberty. So now we get to the precinct. So I'm like, damn, if I go in there, they're gonna search me again and they're gonna find this weed. So now I'm like, damn, I'm moving my leg. And we get in front of the precinct and he gets out the car. And, and once he goes around the front, when he gets ready to open the door, the weed falls from under my pants. It's just like right there. So I'm like, damn, it's like he's opening the door. The weed is like right there on the, god damn, all these mosquitoes. The weed is like right there on the floor. So what I do? I just kick it to the front of the car, to the front of the wagon. I'm like, yo, they're gonna find this weed. They're just not gonna find it on me. So that's exactly what happened. He opens the door, I kick it to the front of the car where he was, and I get out. And then it's like I'm in there for like a couple hours, It's like, I'm not even gonna say like I was in there overnight or anything, but I was in there for like a couple hours, just sitting there. They put my fingerprints in the system. So I'm sitting there like trying to make light of the situation, because I've never done this before. So then you hear like the sergeant, he comes back like, oh, I found this in the car.
I smoked half a little piece of joint.
Trying to stick me for something, and it was like a little roach, probably like smoked all the way down. You didn't smell no weed in my car. You didn't find no ashes, no nothing. It was just a little clip that was like under my the mats inside the car. So that means you were searching for something. That when my car was sitting right there before my pops came and got it, you were searching. That could have turned out ugly. Now that I'm talking about it, you could have planted something like, oh yeah, I found this, I found that, I found this. Because we're young and dumb. So he comes back with a little roach, So I'm like, damn, this guy's going really hard. So I was in there with a couple drunk people, because it's New Year's. People was out drinking, passed out somewhere. So they brought him to the precinct. So I'm in there probably a couple hours later, finally, I called my parents and whatnot. They let me go. They're like, oh yeah, your license, you're good. You don't have any warrants, no nothing, so we're just gonna let you go. Having me sit, I wasted my whole January 1st, missed out on weed, and it's like, I'm sitting there thinking like, damn, they just let Chris go. So if I'd have gave him the weed, he would have went home, and he lived around the corner from me at the time. So he would have went home, and when I'd have got home, I would have had some weed to smoke. But me, no. I took it and tried to stash it. So then when he let me go, I finally get out, I'm going to get my belongings. And then I could be looking at this the wrong way. When I get out, he goes, let me ask you one question before you go. I'm like, yeah, what's up? Who was Teddy Roosevelt?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So I'm like, what? Why would you ask me to, like, what does this, I got to do anything? So I answered him, and I guess the answer, he didn't, I thought, he thought I was like young, black, and dumb, being that I'm in this situation that I'm just like no good. So, but the fact like, I answered him. Social studies was, I'm not going to say it was my best subject, but I paid attention. And then my social studies teacher in high school, Mr. Leggio, that's all he talked about was Teddy Roosevelt. It was the world. He wanted to be the world's police and deal with a whole bunch of foreign affairs. And so it's like, you asked me a question like I know, and then when I gave him the answer, he was just like, oh, okay, I guess that's good enough. And I'm like, what kind of, all right, whatever. So I get out there, and now I'm I'm tight. My day is wasted. I'm not even gonna wait for the bus. So it's like I walked home, and that was the end of my night. I have no weed. I didn't get to see my friends. And it was just a waste of like New Year's Day. I don't know. There's really no more to the story. I just thought I'd share this with you guys. Anything else you want to know? Like, I don't know, ask something. And I might have a story to it. If not, I'll let you know. I don't have a story for it. You can reach out to me on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter. I'm always on Twitter, so you can reach me there. Instagram, you can reach me there as well. And just let me know what you want to see. If you want to see a particular type of video from me, just let me know and I'll get back to you, but be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell, because I'm at 400 and something subscribers, and subscribers mean nothing if you guys don't watch the video. If you don't know that I put out a video, you wouldn't be able to watch it. So make sure that notification bell is on. And I believe I covered, god damn these mosquitoes. I believe I covered everything. So until next time, guys, Squint Squad, we are out of here.